We are now in 2025, which means that this year's Call of Duty release, the highly rumored Black Ops 2 sequel, is on its way. And in this video, we'll be diving into everything we know so far, because we actually know quite a lot, as leaks and rumors for this game have been circulating since the end of 2023. Details on certain characters and campaign, multiplayer, and even zombies, with some absolutely insane rumors across the board, and even Treyarch themselves teasing this game in Black Ops 6. So let's dive into absolutely everything known so far, starting with the time period and the setting. As first reported on December 19th, 2023 by Insider Gaming, Call of Duty 2025 is set to be a semi-futuristic Black Ops 2 sequel. Currently known under the codename Saturn, this game is set to take players back to the future. At the time of the reporting, Insider Gaming understands that this game is currently in development as a direct sequel to Black Ops 2, being set around the year 2030, where Black Ops 2 was set in the year 2025. And as such, fans should expect the return of some fan-favorite protagonists as the team faces a new villain following the death of the renowned villain Raul Menendez. Following on from this bombshell report at the end of 2023, leaks about Black Ops 2025 remained quiet until October of 2024, where a user on Twitter known as FumoLeaks was contacted by someone who was part of a focus group meeting with Activision for the next Call of Duty game, where they revealed a ton of information about the game, which was then corroborated and confirmed by Insider Gaming, with more recent information on the campaign saying it was now set in 2035 with David Mason as the protagonist, and the game is more of an espionage theme, with a key point being informational warfare. Now, there is already a character that is highly likely to be confirmed for the Black Ops 2 sequel, as Treyarch hid it as a level 1000 prestige master reward unlock, with this character being Agent Eric Samuels, who featured in the Black Ops 2 campaign in the mission Cordis Dia. He plays a very small role within this campaign mission, but he was part of President Bosworth's Secret Service detail and was responsible for safely transporting her through Los Angeles during Menendez's drone attacks in 2025, a battle in which Samuels fought alongside and earned the trust of experienced CIA agents like David Mason and Mike Harper. Now, when you look at his role within this specific Black Ops 2 campaign, he wasn't overly important, and it seems very random for Treyarch to have completely recreated and remastered this character to bring in as a reward in Black Ops 6 for reaching the highest possible level, unless it wasn't random at all, and Treyarch designed this to be the ultimate Easter egg reward to those who got to level 1000 to experience this unlock for themselves. Some unique details to this Black Ops 6 version is that his uniform features the SEALs insignia from the original Black Ops 2, further tying everything together and leaning heavily towards him being a character that we will see within the next Call of Duty game. That's all we really know concretely for campaign details for Call of Duty 2025, but now let's move into multiplayer and zombies. Starting first with zombies, where there has been some incredible leaks and rumors suggesting some very exciting things in this game, with the first being at the end of October 2024, where Insider Gaming revealed that the original zombies crew might be making their return. According to several sources who were invited to playtest Call of Duty 2025 and feedback, it was revealed that the original crew for zombies are set to make their return, where across multiple feedback sessions, Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, and Richtofen were all said to be featured as part of the feedback sessions, with one eagle-eyed fan stating that the versions of the characters were not Ultimus, but an older version of Primus. And according to the same sources, the zombie storyline will evolve around a new enemy character who wants to absorb the dark ether essence of the original 4 characters and bring back the old multiverse. Now, at first, this all sounds absolutely too good to be true. Most of the time, I would say it is, but Insider Gaming are without question one of the most trustworthy sources for insider news in gaming, and they wouldn't report on details like this if they couldn't also corroborate it themselves. From a storyline standpoint, this kind of doesn't make sense, because the 4 original Primus characters sacrificed themselves in order to end the Ether universe so that Richtofen and Samantha could grow up in a zombie-free world in what we now know as the Dark Ether universe. We won't really know if this specific rumor is true until we get to the end of the Black Ops 6 Zombies DLC season, where that could set up a ton of narrative plot twists to where the original crew returning would make sense. And at the end of the day, these characters are the sole essence of the Call of Duty Zombies DNA, and I know a lot of people would be extremely excited at the prospect of them getting a new Zombies mode with those classic characters returning. As far as Zombies maps and gameplay, we also know from leaks that the main Zombies map in the upcoming game will apparently be transit inspired, with some form form of travel system to navigate around the map. As far as we know, the zombies mode in this game will be entirely focused on round-based zombies, which will be a massive sigh of relief for those that may have been worried that round-based was only going to be in Black Ops 6. And according to Fumo leaks, this mode will also apparently have an 8-player mode, which might be related to the leaked grief strings that were found in Black Ops 6, along with a classic mode that was apparently directly mentioned. Now, I would definitely take the classic mode with a pinch of salt because we've seen it exist within coding of Black Ops 6, but we've never seen it actually surface as a playable mode, and that could be leftover code for the upcoming game that will have a classic mode. We will just have to wait and see. Very little else is known about zombies at this time, but I would assume that the same mechanics from Black Ops 6, like the directed mode, the gobble gums, the zombie builds, will all return, and I hope they do. It sounds like it could be a direct continuation, either taking place directly after Black Ops 6 Zombies, or it could be set in its own time frame that matches the more futuristic elements of the main game. And on that topic, one of the most fundamental mechanics that was introduced in Black Ops 6 will return with Omni movement in 2025, where apparently you can now do a little wall jump to get the advantage over your enemies, with new animations being added to make the experience even more fluid. It sounds like a really solid balance between having the current boots on the ground experience, but also adding some slightly futuristic elements. New mechanics like the wall jump will also allow you to leap from surfaces and mitigate full damage when landing from a high surface. According to Fumo leaks, human shields will also be returning for multiplayer, where you'll now be able to have grenades stuck to them and you can also throw bodies back at enemies. And there will be a bigger emphasis on futuristic technology when it comes to how things work in multiplayer, as according to that focus group, there is a new mechanic called networked perks, which allows players to share their buffs, adding a new slice of decision making and teamwork. It can also affect their lethality and effectiveness. Multiplayer will also feature the return of classic maps and modes for the Black Ops franchise. We don't have any maps specifically detailed here, but according to Insider Gaming, the multiplayer map offering on launch will be a combination of brand new maps and remastered Black Ops 2 maps in conjunction, which would be a similar approach to what we saw with Modern Warfare 3, bringing a ton of MW2 2009 remastered maps. I'd imagine that just like with MW3, the scope for this year's Call of Duty game has probably changed a lot during development. The game may well be just as big in scope as what we saw with Black Ops 6. And according to Fumo leaks, there will be all new and returning fan favorite game modes, such as the return of Uplink, which was a really fun mode introduced with Advanced Warfare that was essentially a bit like basketball. In the focus group test for multiplayer, there was a leaked screen from a presentation that also mentions about going into Avalon to complete objectives and earn score to become the victor, confirming even more so that the Avalon big map won't be coming to Black Ops 6 and is indeed part of the upcoming Call of Duty game. Multiplayer will feature futuristic capabilities and advanced guns, gear, and gadgets in the typical 6v6 fan favorite modes like Team Deathmatch. Then we'll also have face-off and gunfight return for more intimate experiences on smaller maps. The most interesting part about all of the rumors so far for Call of Duty 2025 is there is no set main developer for this game, which we'd usually have an idea of by now. Some are speculating that Sledgehammer Games could be leading development on this one. Some people suspect it could be Treyarch leading development on this one, which you would like to think being a Black Ops game, with them juggling with the development of Black Ops 6, the post-launch season support for Black Ops 6, and this game at the same time. I'd imagine it's a huge collaborative effort across every Call of Duty studio to get this game across the line, because according to the Ghost of Hope, reported back in November of 2024, they stated that Sledgehammer Games is currently slated to lead their own COD in 2027. This will come after Infinity Ward's game in 2026, which is presumably Modern Warfare 4. So there is a lot of uncertainty right now on what exactly Call of Duty 2025 is going to look like, but if it is indeed a Black Ops 2 sequel, it's a game that we've been waiting nearly 13 years for and will be releasing in the year that Black Ops 2 was originally set, which is crazy. As soon as we learn more information about the game, I'll be sure to update you, so be sure to subscribe here to this channel with the bell tick so you don't miss out on any future videos on COD 2025, as well as anything new coming for Black Ops 6.